Well, shifting gears to one of our other top stories, Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes arriving in court this afternoon for her sentencing hearing. That's after her January conviction on 4 counts of criminal fraud. Now, former senior counsel for the SEC's Enforcement Division, George Demos, joins us now live from the courthouse in San Jose. Now, we know that Judge Davila has calculated that Holmes' victims have lost about $384 million as a result of her fraud. But what does that mean in terms of how that plays into her potential prison sentence?
Well, the judge gave some initial guidance that he was going to recommend 135 months to 168 months, which is about 11 to 14 years. He's giving each side the opportunity to address him one more time, but that's a very serious finding. Remember, the defense had asked for 18 months of home confinement, and the government was pushing for 15 years incarceration. So it appears the judge is looking to put 11 to 14 years of confinement for Holmes.
George, how do you see, her pregnancy potentially factoring into this? And you've been at the court all day. Just give us a sense of the feeling there.
Well, the judge has to be very careful. He's a careful jurist, Judge Davila, and it's something he has to weigh. That probably factors more into when she will be remanded into court. Would the judge permit her to give birth and then report for her sentencing afterwards? But there hasn't been anything I've seen directly addressing that issue on point.
And of course, she will have the option to appeal. And how is that going to affect any impact on a prison sentence that she might receive?
Well, one of the factors the judge noted was that she did not make any acceptance of responsibility. And it's very hard for a defendant to do that when they are appealing. But the judge, specifically in the factors he laid out, made the point of saying she did not accept responsibility. Her appeal is pending, so it does limit her ability in the court to actually make a remorseful finding of responsibility. The judge was very careful in going through and calculating the loss. He listed that at least 10 victims, including Rupert Murdoch, were the ones who lost money. He calculated at the end down to $121 million and a base level offense 7. So he took every effort to make sure that the calculations of the loss, which is very hard here, were done in a way that was most favorable to Holmes. But even still, it comes out to, according to the judge, 11 to 14 years.
Certainly a far cry from the 18 months of home confinement that Holmes was hoping for. A big thank you there, former SEC Enforcement Attorney General George Demos. Thank you so much.